Hi guys, and welcome back. And happy new week. It's May. Can't believe it's May. I swear it's gonna be Christmas tomorrow. Time's flown by so fast. Anyways, enough about that. Let's tune back into one of the most unsettling scenes we've witnessed on the show. Of course, next to Godzilla and Michael. Nicole, congrats! You have won a place on the mantle for Most Vile American on 90 Day. Cheers to you. So we start off with Mahmoud's designated handler, Julian, running after Nicole's TLC paycheck. And Julian's running after him and treating Mahmoud as if he's never seen a car before.
Stop! Just stop. I get it, but look at this. Just chill.
Okay.
Can we sit down?
Okay.
I mean, does Julian know Mahmoud is from Cairo, the sixth biggest city on the planet? Or is Julian one of those Americans that thinks that anyone from a developing nation lives in a hut and travels by a donkey?
No, you don't know where you are.
I'm okay. I'm not going to lost you. So don't worry.
Was anyone else screaming at their TV, "Take your hands off him"? Because I was. Honestly, where was production? Because they really should have intervened at this point. If this would have been a woman, I'm sure they would have stepped in. But since the producers are more concerned about good content than moral decency, they just left us to witness this. And then Mahmoud lets us know that, yeah, this is the second time that she's kicked me out.
This is the second time she asked me to leave. And now I feel like she means that.
And I'm guessing the first was when she accused him of checking out that girl. How do you threaten to kick someone out because they checked out another person? Like, which he didn't, but let's say he did. That would still be really stupid. So Mahmoud asks his handler if he can walk to the corner to clear his head.
Don't go too far.
I'm
Just
not.
go to the other corner by yourself
I'm not going.
and chill.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Good grief, how messed up was that? Promising Julian he's not going to escape, and Mahmoud is granted permission. Cut to Straw Hair talking to her friends on the bed.
Yeah, I hope Mahmoud will come to his senses in a way.
Come to his senses? Sweetie, were you there? Because we were. This is a statement you should be directing to your unhinged friend over there. Because why would anyone want to go back to this nightmare of an apartment with some drunk woman who's just going to curse at you and yell about you how you were mean to her friends? Oh, come on.
I'm furious because for the last 4 years, I've done nothing but try. I've traveled to Egypt. I don't even know how many times.
Me. That's all I hear from her. And Mahmoud did try in some ways. He rented an apartment in Egypt the first time around. He has tried poorly. I'm not going to give him that he's been stellar at trying. He's tried to accept her clothes, but, hasn't been going very well. He did let you live in his house with his family, who fed you and gave you love and shelter. Unlike what you provided, which is glazed donuts and threats of eviction after 2 days. How is anyone supposed to feel safe in that type of situation?
I really regret saying anything to him when we got back. I should have just let the night be like a fun night for everybody.
Sure you do. I think you're too self-absorbed to really understand where you went terribly wrong. So she calls Mahmoud and starts off her conversation.
So can you tell me your plan, please? I need you to tell me what you're going to do. Where? What hotel?
And if controlling had hair, it would be red or orange or reddish orange, whatever that mop color is.
I'm still mad. I'm still feeling disrespected.
Girl, if anyone feels disrespected besides your husband, it's us, the viewers, for yet again painting Americans as self-absorbed and ignorant. And then production finally steps in and offers to give him a ride to the hotel. And honestly, he is a cast member. I feel like production should have done more to protect him. If I were the producer, I would have already booked him a hotel and made sure he got there safe so he could be safe. Like, I get it, it's reality TV, but at some point you have to break the fourth wall.
I feel she changed a lot since I come here. She knows the same person.
Yeah, you don't say. She's turned into a redheaded monster. So it's the next day, and this scene really broke my heart.
I need to take a minute because my dog Mango wants to tell you to like and subscribe. All right, let's get back to the show.
So Mahmoud goes to get some tea and calls Nicole, and Mahmoud is really confused why Nicole's acting the way that she is, like a major trash bag.
Are she afraid like I change her life here? Or she lose that because she don't love me anymore? I don't know.
To start off, she's being a horrible human being because she is a horrible human being who is self-centered and takes no accountability, and is taking real pleasure in putting you through all this hell in order to get back at you for her time in Egypt, which is really sick. And he says he still loves her, and I get it. We all love people who aren't right for us for way longer than we should. So he then calls her up, and let me tell you, they both suck at communication. I mean, they both suck as people too, but they communicate like first graders.
I feel so sad about everything you did last night.
Well, maybe I was just mad at you, Mahmoud.
And he tells her, I'm hurt. And Nicole's like, well, I'm pissed off because you were mean to me all day. And I don't know what he might have said. We weren't there. But if it's because he didn't say what she wanted him to say during the yarn conversation, or because he didn't let her wear the dress because it was too revealing, I mean, honestly, I don't know.
And then you don't go to meet my friends, and then they're completely disappointed and shocked that you weren't there because the whole thing was about meeting you.
No, they weren't. Stop lying, Nicole. And why is she putting her friend's feelings over her husband's? And it's not like he did anything disrespectful. I mean, she makes it sound like he was flipping tables or something in anger. This girl seems like the type that doesn't let things go. Like, she will maintain the rage and anger for something that happened months ago.
For the last 3 days, you've done nothing but cause problems. And you know what else? For the last 4 years, that's all you've done, actually.
What kind of thing is that to say to a person? Been nothing but trouble? Like, what a bag of dicks. That's such a hurtful thing to say. Like, how is he supposed to want to work things out with you when you basically just trash the entire relationship? Anyway, so he tells her that he's going to go pick up his stuff. So cut to Nicole's apartment. And how is anyone supposed to take a person seriously while wearing an effing beret? I feel like I'd be talking to a mime. Is she going to mime her way out of the box at some point? I don't know. We don't know with a hat like that. And listen, I'm not talking on berets. I own one myself, and it's cute. But if I know I'm going to have an important conversation, I'm not putting it on. Might as well put on Ronald McDonald makeup. I mean, it's just stupid.
I told him to leave, but then I said, you need to stay, because where else is he going to go, right?
Mahmoud is a human, Nicole, not a puppy. And Nicole says she feels disrespected.
He chose to go and spend $300, not of his own money.
But he does end up paying her back. And then Mahmoud comes in.
You wore those?
One can say the same thing about a few things that you wear, lady.
After what you did around your friend?
You didn't go and meet them, which is so messed up.
Why is that such a thorn in her ass? Like, dude, your friends didn't really care. And were probably mortified at the end, I'm sure. She has nothing to stand on with this argument.
The whole day was rife with horrible.
So then she says that he was mean to her, and honestly, she plays the victim so much and skews stories that I don't know what to believe. So then she kicks him out, and from what the previews tell us, she runs after him. So now let's talk about Little Egg and Liz. So Ed sets on a meeting point for him and Liz to meet up and talk about, the breakup.
Liz and I have not spoken in person since I called off the wedding.
And Ed is honestly so gracious to give Liz some closure. He is such a benevolent human being, always thinking of others.
She's probably going to be upset, but I do owe her a face-to-face.
You owe her? You were together for God knows how long, way too long, and you were engaged. He's truly the definition of a round turd. Of course you owe her a conversation. And he's making it sound like he's Mother Teresa here by going and talking to her.
It sucks when you know it's not going to work. You can't plan something that you know is going to fail.
While I was waiting for Liz, he spews out a bunch of regurgitated nonsense about how they're not meant to be, blah, 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 blah. And then he starts playing his little violin for us about how he's just done so much. He planned summers for Riley. He got our room together.
Paid for everything, got us a house, spent months putting together Riley's room and planning the summer for Riley. And
I think he's totally BSing us. I don't think he helped with anything. I think maybe Liz might have asked him to do things, but that's about it. He's such a narcissistic a-hole. Again, he has zero empathy, zero consideration, and zero accountability for his actions. So Liz calls him up.
Don't you think the boyfriend do you think that's a healthy place to have a conversation?
And I 100% agree with her. I mean, first of all, there's going to be alcohol. Things always get worked up with alcohol, especially with these two.
You haven't spoke to me in 3 days. I don't know what.
Spoke to me in 3 days, and I did call.
And then, like the true animal dung that he is, he blames her for not contacting him the past 3 days. Someone needs to flush this little thing down the toilet, please. This little thing is just butthurt that she ridiculed him in front of his family.
The boy's nest is not a healthy place to have this conversation. Are you listening to what I'm saying?
You sound like my mother.
You are such a child. Speaking of children, if I understood this correctly, Riley was supposed to join them? If that's the case, man, I don't know what else to do but vomit.
A bar to have a conversation and just expect me to just bring my kid with me.
That would be so vile and disgusting and degrading. Like, forget the fact that this is being shot. Even if it weren't being shot, this is not a place for a child. This is not a conversation for a child.
I'm scared because I don't want this relationship to be over. I put all my eggs in one basket moving out here.
Girl, trust me, you're way better off. But anyways, I guess we're almost done with these two. I mean, we know we're going to get him in the single life next season, but at least we can say goodbye to these two being together, because boy, it's been enough. It's too much. We've had enough. Please. And Liz, I hope you saved those TLC checks. I mean, honestly, if you did, I'm sure you probably spent it all on moving to Arkansas, but hey, you live and you learn, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe.